Colonel Miller assumed command of the Triple Deuce in October of 2004. He commanded the battalion during their deployment to Iraq from January 2005 to June 2006. Colonel Miller. Mayor Wilson, thank you so much for the kind words and the support you've given us in your tenure as mayor. And also, I want to say thanks to Mayor Sherritt, who's not here, but is recovering in Idaho with family, and we wish him well and appreciate his service to us as a community. Sergeant Major Summers said, hey, see if we can get it Iraqi hot here today when we do this. And I think, Sergeant Major, we did that. I also said to him, I wish I were in the Navy so I could be wearing white right now. But we just want to say thanks to all of you in the community for all the support you've given us as soldiers and to our families. And also the soldiers that are in the community. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your families for this day for us to recognize and pay tribute to these 5 gentlemen that you see up here on the concrete. And to tell you a little bit about their story, to spend time as a community and as a former battalion and current battalion to give thanks and to pay tribute to these fine gentlemen. I want to say thanks in a couple of different ways too. I want to say thanks again to the community. As we left and as we prepared to go, we were very fortunate to come from all the southern Utah communities of Richfield, Fillmore, Beaver, St. George, and Cedar City. And it's very unusual for communities like these to do what they did for our soldiers. And we have felt that we felt that support during our deployment. We felt that after the deployment. We've felt it since. The battalion was called again in 2011 to deploy, and again the community stepped up, helped our families, helped support what they needed to do to make the deployment more bearable to our families and their soldiers. So thank you. As Jeremy told us, Major Williams told us that the battalion, the 222nd, left southern Utah, went to Camp Shelby, and we were short a fire support element. The guys who were out in front to determine what the enemy looks like and where the targets are, and to determine how to engage those targets. And so we gathered roughly 116 soldiers from 14 or 15 different states. And that was a process that took us about 6 months to bring those gentlemen, ladies in and to gel as a team. But it worked, and it worked well. And so some of these gentlemen that you see to my right here are from those states. Lieutenant Colonel Mike McLaughlin was from Pennsylvania. He was my leader engagement officer in the battalion and did an outstanding job. And Mac, unfortunately, was killed along with another fine Marine, and some of our soldiers were seriously injured during a recruiting and police event in the glass factory on the 5th of January. And Sergeant Dresky was assigned from us, attached out to the 110th Battalion out of Pennsylvania, and he was a fire support element soldier that provided support to the 110th. And he was killed along with his 4 comrades in an IED blast. And we lost those soldiers to combat. We lost those soldiers to the enemy engaging us and engaging them directly. Unfortunately, they were killed along with 82 other soldiers from our brigade who we haven't forgotten about. But I want to take just a second to recognize them, recognize their families, and tell them thanks for the ultimate sacrifice. And we were very blessed to come home, the soldiers from Utah, but we left a piece of us there in Iraq because of these 2 gentlemen. To my left here are 3 gentlemen, Hunt Tripp and Brock Tatum. And I want to spend just 10 seconds on this, and then I'm going to finish. These 3 gentlemen right here, we didn't see their wounds. We felt their wounds, and I think many of us, and some of you today in the audience, have those similar wounds. And I would ask that the only thing that one of the things that we can get from this reunion or this tribute today is to reach out to our other soldiers, our other comrades, our other friends, and make sure that they feel connected, that they feel our support, that they feel our love, because we do not want to add anybody else to this ceremony in 10 years. We want to keep it at these 5 gentlemen, these wonderful people who sacrificed so much. But the thing that I don't want to see is they're here is about another one of our soldiers, one of our comrades, who's taken his own life or her own life. So I would ask you to reach out to those around you. Again, I'm very fortunate to be up here today to recognize and pay tribute to these gentlemen and to be here with all of you. I'm excited to see all of you. As you were coming into the audience, I could see your faces. And we're going to have a great barbecue and social tonight over at the college. But thanks again to this community. Thank you as families. I can't say enough about the families and all that you did for us and the support that you gave us every day. And that allowed us to focus on our mission. So again, thank you for all that you've done for us, and God bless the Triple Gs.
Thank you, Colonel Miller.